you know, per video, right? So stay tuned for the other ones, but right now we're going over Larry Koopa, basically Koopa's kids from Mario. I'm going to be using this marker as a Faber-Castell PITT artist pen. It is, start with a snout there. It is a great marker. It doesn't have that horrible, nasty, toxic smell that a Sharpie has. It's about $7. Sharpie's about 50 cents. This lasts maybe like 5 times longer. It's really up to you. I will put this in the description through Amazon because every single person asked me about this thing. So it's just a marker with no smell at all. So that's it. So like we're gonna draw the snout of Larry Koopa. Head. He's got a bit of round kind of egg shape in the back. Here's an extremely definitive feature of his. He's got really big freaking, like, I don't know, this hairdo, kind of like spike here. So it's gonna be bigger than the length of the head. So his arm is essentially a tube. A thicker kind of cylinder around his tube there. Is kind of that. One, 2. And we're only going to see 2 on this side because it's facing that opposite direction right here, the foot. Again, the thickness of that bendy straw leg. And I'm also going to do the same thing with the scales. Scales are an indication. So an indication is something you put down, and it's meant to be like understood that even though this shape, these indications right here, these scale shapes, they're only on the knee, but the idea is that you're coming across that is what this entire surface is made of. You know, that ideally that's what it is, but you're only putting it there. We're not putting it everywhere. So that would be, you're indicating that that is essentially everywhere. If you were to see it real world, let's say. Pulling down here to the arm. Arm out. Bracelet first. And see, kind of do the search and search Mario and see the stuff I have done so that I don't repeat it? Or do you want maybe like a full body version of certain characters? It's up to you. Let me know. I'm here to serve, essentially. But thank you so much, guys. Also, if you haven't downloaded the How to Draw a Cute ebook, download that. It's 10 pages. It's made to be printable. It's easy to read, and it's totally, totally free, where normally it was going to be a $20 product, but it's straight up free right now, currently. Like I said, there might be a day where I do kind of like, you know, make it a product or something, but I'm not going to do that right now. So check that out while it is free. But that's the link is in the description to that. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys. I'm on Patreon. Support me on there, and I'll hit you up next time. I'll posting every day. See ya.